Hi, Mike Brantley, auctioneer. Talking today about a concept known as auction views. This auction over here had 14,500 views, and this auction over here had a mere 700 views. And so obviously this auctioneer did a much better job marketing, but oftentimes views do not translate into bidders, and even bidders don't translate into buyers. In other words, the number of people that saw your auction is not necessarily, and in fact is often not, an indication of how many people are going to show up. I know auctioneers that have had 14,500 people view or click on their auction. But what does viewing or clicking on it mean? It means I viewed it or clicked on it. Doesn't mean I want anything you're selling. I may not want anything you're selling. Does it mean it's on a day that I can attend or I can otherwise participate on my schedule? It may mean I can't. In other words, I equate it to there's a Waffle House between our auction house and my home, and I drive by it. I view it a lot. I very seldom eat there, but I viewed that sign. In fact, hundreds of thousands of people view that sign every day who don't turn in. It's not a very busy restaurant, but boy, a lot of people see that sign. You see what I'm talking about here. Just because they looked at your auction, just because they viewed your auction, doesn't mean they're going to participate. And so an auctioneer with only 700 views could have 500 people there, and an auctioneer who had 14,500 views could have 200 people there. It happens. Not that an auctioneer would want less views. I want more views. I'm sure Waffle House wants to be in a location where their sign is seen by passing traffic, increasing the odds of more people turning in and buying some food. But views are far different from participation. And otherwise, there is a difference between the way we used to market auctions in the newspaper and maybe a mailer or catalog or signage, and now on the internet, because the internet will allow an auctioneer to keep track of not just number of registrants, but number of bids made per registrant, number of bidders that bid in the last 5 minutes, in the last 10 minutes, in the last minute, how many people bought more than one item, how many people bought more than 3 items. There's all kinds of statistics that can be tracked online that are routinely not and have not been tracked in the live auction business. And so an online auctioneer might say, well, look at all these statistics I have, and your online auction, behaved in this fashion, and this live auctioneer over here, why he can't give you any of that information. Well, it's because we don't track it. Just because you're tracking it doesn't necessarily make it good or bad. It's just that you have information. Maybe proof that a certain marketing plan worked, and I don't have proof other than I've been doing auctions now for this many years, and we almost always have a big crowd and get good money. We're known for that. That's our reputation. I can't tell you how many people see the ad. I run it in a newspaper. I know the newspaper has a certain circulation, but I don't know how many people saw the ad. And as we were just discussing, even if they saw the ad, it doesn't mean they're coming to the auction. So views are an interesting concept. Software, auction calendars, platforms, and otherwise will give auctioneers, hey, so many people saw this auction, so many people saw that auction. But many auctioneers are reporting that they don't see any particular correlation between the number of people that saw it or clicked on it and the number of people that purchased. And I'm here to tell you that's not surprising, because just because they looked doesn't mean that they liked what they saw. So caution with auction views, and caution otherwise with statistics that result from software being able to track it, just because I don't have similar data, I might be doing just as good or not better job than you are over here with all the numbers. I don't think the numbers hurt, and I'm not opposed to numbers. I'm a numbers person. But if an auctioneer doesn't have the numbers, but has testimonials, has other information that can help a seller decide, those may be just as valuable. Mike Brantley, Auctioneer, pleasure to be with you today. This video and others are on this page you're on right now, and others forthcoming. Have a great day. Stay safe.